What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to make a proper gradient shaded 16x sword on GIMP. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so as you heard in the intro, I am using GIMP for this tutorial. I recommend downloading it. It's completely free and it's really easy to use. Alright, anyway, so the first step is obviously opening the diamond sword. There are videos on how to get the right texture pack file, and I'll put one in the description. But once you have your diamond sword open, using GIMP, obviously, you just want to immediately make a new layer. Alright, that's always the first thing you want to do. Alright, what you also want to do is you want to go up to File, and you press New. You make the width 16, and the height 16, and you press Pixels, and then you press OK. And now you have this blank thing right here. You want to make a new layer. And then you want to take the background and you make it invisible. So you just have this right here. So you go back to the sword. Now what you're going to want to do is you want to get two very bright colors that are not going to be in your sword color. So I'm going to go for this kind of shade of red and like a greenish. That's good. And now you want to take either your red or your green. It could be whatever colors, but just for the sake of this tutorial I'm using these colors, and you kind of want to get the outline that you want. Right now I'm just gonna do the blade outline with the red and the hilt outline with the green one. So I think I'm gonna want like a short-ish sword. Maybe make it slanted. It doesn't always have to be like this, but I'm just doing it. And then you get the middle one here. And then down here, maybe. Yeah. So that's our shape. And now you're going to want to switch to the green. Now, the hilt, it can be pretty hard to figure out what kind of shape you want, but you always want to make it symmetrical. The default hilt shape doesn't look that bad. I sometimes do it. Alright, now we go over to this blank canvas, and you want to pick out the colors that you want. Now if you want like a default edit, you could go like around this cyan color-ish, and be on your pencil tool for sure. It's N, the keyboard shortcut, but I don't think I'm gonna do a default edit. I think, you know, maybe a purple. That's pretty much my brand, but I just did a purple texture pack. It's whatever. And then get a darker version. And so now this is your palette. So once you have that, you wanna go to your eyedropper tool, and you wanna get the light one and the dark one as your two colors. Now go back to your sword, and you wanna get your rectangle select, and hold shift so you can select multiple things. And you kinda just wanna select all the red ones. Okay, and since this is gradient shaded and not a hand shaded pack, you just want to like put your mouse up here and just drag it. So yeah, now you have this kind of nice little gradient-ish thing. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna select those. I'm just gonna do the blade for right now, and then we can do the hilt later. But I think this looks pretty good. So now you're going to want to create a new layer. And now you're going to want to select your bottom part. Do a little gradient. I like making it darker, so maybe put it up here. Yep. Alright, so now you have your blade. It's not done. But this is kind of like the gradient that you want. So no more gradient tool for now. So create a new layer again. And you want to click down here to get back to your black and white colors. Go back to your pencil tool. And you kind of want to just trace the outline of your sword with black. So just like this. And after you do that, you're going to want to go over to the right. And see where it says mode, you're going to want to click on it and press soft light. And so now you have this kind of like darker version of the color. Now you're going to want to go to opacity and just turn it down as much as you want. It could be like that, which is pretty much no difference, or it could be like that. But both of those are very extreme, and you don't want to do that. So something around like here, maybe. I think that looks pretty good. So yeah, that's a good outline, I think. So next, you're going to want to create a new layer, and you got to do the middle soft light. There we go. Yeah. I think that looks pretty good. So now after that, you're going to want to create another layer and switch to your white one. What you're going to want to do, you're going to want to like highlight the ones that would look like shiniest in the blade. So I think this looks good. And then go to mode, soft light, and then you've kind of got these like highlighted ones. I think that looks pretty good in packs. So you could add it like not too bright like that, but not too low like that. So kind of somewhere in the middle. I'm gonna do like around the 40-ish, maybe a little bit lower, 32. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So all in all, I think this is a good blade and bottom part. So now what you're going to want to do, you want to deselect, like down here, you're going to want to deselect the base layer so it's not visible. Now you're going to want to right click any of these layers right here that are visible, and you're going to want to press merge visible layers. Press that, press merge. So they're all merged. So now it's just one layer for the blade in the bottom part. Alright, so now let's move on to the hilt. Alright, what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to go back to your palette, and let's pick out some hilt colors. You know, sometimes I'll go for like a wood color, maybe. But I think this time I'm going to go for like a stone-ish hilt. So maybe here for like a gray-ish, and then just get a darker version. It can be pretty much black, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's a good palette for the hilt. Now we create a new layer, and we select all of the ones in green. So let me just do that real fast. Okay, I selected everything in the green area, and now what you're going to want to do is, same as before, kind of go up here and drag it down. Maybe put it a bit closer so it really gives that stone vibe. Yeah, I think that looks good. And you can kind of look at it from far away to mimic what it's going to look like in your hotbar or something. Now, next, create a new layer. Go back to your black and whites. And you want to just do that outline thing again. Okay, so now that we have that soft light again, and kind of put it to where you want. I think I'm going to go for somewhere around there. I think that looks pretty good. And what I see a lot of people, like, this is good for a hilt. But what I see a lot of people do is they'll do this, they'll switch to their white, and then they'll just put that there, and then kind of lower the opacity a little bit. And then that's what they do. I do that sometimes, but not often. But I think this looks like a pretty good one. I'm debating whether I should keep the white or not. I don't think I'm going to. But you can do stuff like that. I also see people, they do stuff like up here. They'll do like kind of like a shiny tilt deal. So where it's like on the side or whatever. I don't know. I think that actually looks pretty good. Yeah, I'll keep that. Anyway, so this is pretty much it. So what you're going to want to do from here, merge all of your layers. And yeah, this is your diamond sword. I think it looks pretty good. You can do whatever you want. But now let's put it in game and see what it looks like. So before we do that, Control-Shift-E. Export it. And yeah, I'll see you in game. Okay, so now we are in our pack showcase world. And I actually made a few other swords just to show you that there are many more designs that you can do. So let's take a look. Here we go. Alright, so first I made it a really tiny, like, red sword. I don't know if you would actually want to use it, but I don't know. I just thought it was kind of cool. The same thing is I made kind of like an iron sword deal, except if you can see the hilts are a bit different. But yeah, it's another, like, really small sword. I wouldn't personally use it, but I don't know. Maybe some people would. Here's the one that we created. The pink one. I think it looks really nice, actually. It actually looks really good. A purple one. It's kind of the same thing, except the pink one's a bit longer. And then this kind of like shortish, bluish one. I put that thing where you do the white pixel. I don't know, I think it actually looks pretty good. It's like slanted swords and stuff. I kind of like it. But yeah, that's the tutorial. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.